as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Elliott. Powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, I tell you, Ezekiel Elliott, he is just built like a bowling ball, and he powered his way into the end zone there.
I love that description of him because when you think about Zeke, you think about lower body strength and those legs churning and creating extra yardage.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to Taylor on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Big strides, look at him go. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused...
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And it's caught. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and goal from the 1. Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and he'll
take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Second down, here's Richardson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his running back out of the backfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Caught right side, Davis. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is caught. Well, the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They go play action with Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the 2nd half.
There's still another half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Richardson on 3rd and short. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think he should.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out in Houston, and they are...
Well, we'll move. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Devin Duvernay. And he will score. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A short throw pulled in by Woods. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
At the 5-yard line.
On the option left, Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Colts are able to at least get one score back.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be...
There he goes, left side. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him.